Happy Saturday. We all got the news. Diddy got 50 months. He was very, very lucky, in my opinion. You know, I made predictions, and I will admit that I was wrong, like all of us were. But what's next for Diddy could possibly set him free. You know, as they say, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. Oh, what's going to be for Diddy and how could he win this? His appeal. He won a fight because they're saying that the judge used enhancements from the trial to sentence him. Will they win? They have a good chance. Maybe they could win, okay? So don't count that out. Yeah, you were wrong, buddy. You were right. I didn't think he'd get 10. I thought he'd get 7. Look I got indicted on lesser crimes. I got more time. You know, that's what they do to the Italians. You know, this is living proof, folks. This trial has proven that as long as you have money, you can beat the government. So that notion that you can't beat the government, forget about it. You got money, you could. If you don't have money, you're not going to win. Okay? You got money to spend millions of dollars on lawyers, on a bunch of lawyers, you got a good shot. But the appeal could last 8 months to a year. So Diddy will be sitting in MDC Brooklyn for that duration. They will not put him into a prison with general population. He is still, thank you, Snake, I appreciate that there, all right? God bless you, my friend. They will still keep him there at MDC. And folks, everybody thinks he's in general population. He is not in general population. He is in a special housing unit with high-profile inmates. Only 20 to 25 inmates are in that unit, no more. And there's guards there 24 hours a day. Okay? It's not a shoe like Jeffrey Epstein was in, where he's there by himself. It's a shoe considered for high-profile inmates. You got that guy Mangione, you had that Bankman, okay, you probably got some cops in there, and, you know, this crap that somebody jumped him. Now, isn't it funny? All of a sudden, somebody jumps him, and he's got a shank, all right, to his throat, but he's okay. But the last time, they were all applauding him for winning. So all this stuff is made up garbage, but it works. It worked. They use this here in court, and this is what happened. Folks, I've been right in Metropolitan Detention. I've been there at MDC. I know MDC inside and out. I was never in that unit. I was never in special housing. I was always in general population. I don't think they'll be putting somebody like Diddy in general population anywhere, okay? Because inmates don't like anybody that beats women. It's simple. Remember, inmates had some morale, good morals. He wouldn't be liked in general population. I don't care how much money he's got. Yeah, his money is going to help somewhere, somehow. Having money in prison is a big thing. Having money anywhere is a big thing. But yesterday was a learning lesson for America. Very big learning lesson. You got money, you can beat the government. Everybody wants to compare this to the O.J. Simpson case. There's no comparison. O.J. was the state of California, not the United States government against O.J. Simpson. Big difference. The government's got more manpower, more people, more money. All right? I haven't asked no money, Omari. You got anything you want to send me? Go ahead. Okay, I appreciate it. I did 60 months, 62 to be exact. All right? Jill, your phone rang. My girl was worst lawyer ever. You know, folks, I was going to try to bring this live yesterday. I did a show, had my computer over here, and I was going to try to get the information as it come out to court. Then I finally said, "Oh, I'm not sitting here all day long." Have you ever seen a sentencing last so long? I never saw such a dog and pony show that I saw yesterday. Steve, you did 3 bids. All right, so you know what it is to do in prison. So you know what I'm talking about is right. All right, I don't believe for a moment that somebody jumped Diddy in prison, not in the unit that he's in. And then he wants to make a big thing that he's training people, and he got these people to write all these letters to the judge. Thank you, Susan. I got all these people to write all these letters that he's teaching them business courses. Give me a break there, folks. Okay? There's 20 people. Who's he teaching? How many of those 20 people are taking lessons from him? Okay? But what will be in store for Diddy once he is released? Because he will be released. All right? Basically, with the 50 months, you got to take 7 months off of that there. All right? Then take 13. So you take 20 months off. He's only got to do 2.5 years. That's not a long time. Not a long time at all. I don't know how much money Diddy has left. Okay, I have a rule: never count another person's money. Okay. What for? All right. Uh, we're living, our country right now is hurting, okay? A lot of things happening in the world. There's my friend Nancy. God bless you, Nancy. Everybody say hello to Nancy. Nancy Lyon, my dear friend. Folks, I was very disappointed. I'm going to be very honest with you, okay? But it is what it is. The prosecution messed this up so terribly. Now, do we blame Maureen Comey, or Damian Williams? Because the indictment began with Damian Williams when he was in charge of the Southern District of New York. But he resigned when Trump won office. But Maureen Comey carried away. And I still say they got what they wanted when they raided his two homes. They got what they wanted. They got the names of people. And they don't care about the entertainers. Don't think everybody wants to put, this entertainer was a freak out, this, that. They don't care about them. It's the politicians, the people that are in the U.S. House of Representatives. Okay, those kind of people, powerful people with money that were there. And they got that information, they're not going to release it. It's just the way it is. Our government is dirty. They don't care about the victims. And, let's forget that Cassie is a victim, Mia, and these others. Take a look at all these civil lawsuits of all the other victims that are coming forward. And the things that Diddy did to these people. Yeah, they had weapons charged, they had drug charges, but they didn't bring them. They tried to put them under the RICO, which did not hold up under the RICO. But they could have charged them not with a RICO. They should have charged them with drugs, with the guns. And you know what? Drugs and guns are minimum mandatory sentencing. And he escaped all that. Do you believe he's really changed? Okay, all right? Not for a moment. Not for a moment. Here you got a guy that flew from Florida to New York to self-surrender, and he was ready at his hotel to do a freak-out party when they arrested him. So you think this guy's going to change? Now, you were with Cosby, see? I don't recall Bill Cosby beating the woman, okay? Bill Cosby didn't beat woman. Diddy did. So there's a big difference between Cosby and Diddy. Not too cool, folks. Folks, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do, okay? No, none of them had minimum mandatory sentence. That's because Maureen Comey messed this up terribly. I still say somehow, some way, something dirty happened within this indictment, okay? To bring it to the way it was. I never seen a case like this here, okay? You're right there about the good time, yeah. All right? You're right, Nancy. You got money, you do anything, anything. It's been proven. Okay, it's been proven with all the charges and cases they had against Donald Trump that he beat, got off. Diddy, OJ, goes on and on. People with money get off. People without money get indicted, go to jail, and do their time. I was talking to a friend of mine. I said, you did more time for lesser charges. I go, yeah. Because I had a 924C gun charge. I know what a 924C gun charge is. And how that happened is because an informant said he saw me give a gun to my co-defendant. That's all it took. There was no gun. They couldn't find the gun. All right? The home invasion robbery, they called it. All right? They couldn't find the girl. She left the country. Okay? They had no witness, nobody say there was a gun or anything. But Ori Spado did 60 months, a minimum mandatory for that there. So folks, there's a lot of people like me who had these charges that did their time, but Diddy walks from it. It's crap. I swear to God, I never heard so much crap, okay? And in my life, I never saw a sentencing go for so long. The entire day. I never heard where all the lawyers had to get up and speak. I mean, why did the judge allow that? My insight, what I think the reason he did this was he's trying to prevent anything from what he did to get appealed. That's all he did. He was just saving his reputation because he's a new judge. He doesn't want to lose in an appeal. Okay? So, but with everything that I seen from the trial, from the indictment, from the sentencing in this case, I wouldn't be surprised at all that Diddy wins his appeal and walks free. Folks, leave in the comment what you think, okay? You think he will win the appeal? Only City County Jail when you go to Fed Camp and then a drug program, then a halfway house. Yeah, they're not saying, I don't know if he's eligible for the drug program or not. More than likely he is. There's a lot of other things that he could do to reduce his time, okay? So Diddy will be out before you blink your eyes, okay? What he's gonna do then, who knows? okay? He's got a lot of problems across the country with all these civil cases that's going on. And a lot of these people are going to win those civil cases. Yes, Diddy will win some, okay? But a lot of these people are going to win and be awarded millions of dollars. But will they get it? Steele is not the appeal lawyer, Jason. It's the girl Shapiro, who is one of the best in the business on appeal. You like the painting? Everybody loves that painting. I should put it up for sale. But I'm not going to. So folks, I wanted to share that with you folks today, just to give you my thoughts. Everybody, let's get back to a normal life. I got a lot of stories to tell you. You want to hear a gangster story? You want to hear real stories of things that I really did? Okay? I'm going to be telling them to you. So we're going to get back into a normal way of life here very shortly. And before you know it, everybody's going to forget about Diddy. It will come, okay? So folks, I wanted to thank you all for coming here today. It's a Saturday. I know you all have things to do. And, you know, the sun's coming out here. Yesterday, it was gloomy here. It was cold, winter day. But you're right, Steve. People with big money. Okay? Look at all these. Why you're not seeing the names on the Epstein? You're not going to, because they're big, powerful people. I cannot conceive, even think how these rich people, they got billions of dollars like children. What's wrong with them? Huh? What's wrong with this world? I don't know, folks. I'm glad that I'm old. Because I'm not on the upside of life, I'm on the downside here. I don't know how much time I got left, but then again, none of us know how much time we have left. So I want to leave you, all right? Do something good for somebody. Make other people happy. Let's get away from this negativity, folks, because I like to bring you positive things, things that could help you change your life to make yourself better. So, folks, thank you for coming. All my love and respect is usual to you all right? God bless you all. I'll be back soon with more stories from Maury. Take care, bye-bye.